Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Takes it at the 7. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Baker going to throw this right away. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start to... And now off to the races, down the right side. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 93 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall from 10 yards out. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like it.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Run. Point it right. King.
First down, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Golden, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage. and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hurry, hurry! Will. Run.
Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Mayfield on first down. There's Tremble, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Flush to his right. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Hey, hold on. Regular. Hey, only 33.
4th down, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits more. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
25 yards that time. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that will be Incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
To try again after the sack, Murray. Under pressure, they got him again. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Mayfield on play action. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Play fake, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Run.
Mayfield with it once more. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden.
And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back.
Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag it down to the end zone for 2 points.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returning it is Moore. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style, on elevators could never fade us. I peep data saying anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders, don't haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They do the crib with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died and fed millions. With soul food, flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the side by my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage or $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that's probably baffling. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a tango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a Coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring over, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band. Young Cruz, a king, better add extra under that. Woo! I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra.